What's up, Sparkman family? It's your boy Sparkman, and welcome back to another Market Watch. Now, before we get started on today's Market Watch, I just want to give a few reminders out here to the Yu-Gi-Oh community that we are running a giveaway here with the Rage of the Abyss booster box and a Bishil hat. So make sure to go enter it on the Instagram as well. You can also earn an extra entry in today's video by subscribing, liking, and commenting. So awesome stuff here. Again, a free giveaway is always an awesome giveaway. It ends October 11th, so make sure to go ahead and enter before it's too late. And come on down to the Long Island TCG show here in November 17th and November 16th as well. It is a 2-day show, and we're hosting this amazing tournament on November 16th, hosted by yours truly, Sparkman here. Entry is $10, and you are entered to win, if you come in first place, 2 booster boxes and a championship belt. Second place receives a booster box, and third and fourth place receives 12 booster packs each. But keep in mind, everybody, that first place spot to win a championship belt is going to be absolutely sweet. It's going to be so cool to win that. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out. Also, there is a free giveaway just by entering the tournament. By spending just $10 to enter it, you are entered to win a free Black Rose Dragon Ghost Rare. Yes, I'm giving away a lot of stuff, but I just wanted to give back to the community, and we're going to have a fun time. I want this to be a fun experience. I want everyone to come out, share with your friends. If you live in New York, if you live close to New York, if you don't live in New York, if you want to come out, this is your time to have fun with other Yu-Gi-Oh people in the community. There's going to be a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh people in the community as well. Yu-Gi-Tubers that a lot of people love to watch as well, so make sure to come check them out. But it's going to be a fun time. Hope to see you there as well. And let's get started on Market Watch because we have a lot to talk about. Now, we talked about in previous video that there's a lot of older cards going up in price because of older formats starting to get some hype here. And Adrius, Keeper of Armageddon, is starting to see that price spike here. And no surprise with this one, as this was a very popularized card back in the day when Generation 4 first came out with XC monsters and all this fun stuff. And now we're starting to see that price spike go up as well, as we're seeing that chart here start to flow in the right direction for this card. And this is the secret rare version, as there is also a battle pack version, which is I think mosaic rare. I think that's what it was at the time. I forget what all this was, starfoil, all that fun stuff. But yes, you can get this as well from the battle pack as well. And this was a very cheap copy, and you could start to see the price spike. Yes, it looks like it's going down, but in all honesty, it's better to pick it up early because these cards will spike up. There's only 2 versions, and that being 2 older versions of this card, you might as well pick it up while you can. Number F0 is another one from a QCR standpoint that from the 25th anniversary tin is at a very low price point. Now, this card has always been at a pretty high price point, and it's already a secret rare printing, ultra rare printing. Now this has a QCR printing at a low price. Doesn't really make sense to me. I can see this one going up in a matter of time, so make sure you pick up your copy of number F0 because again, a QCR is a nice copy to get. It's technically a high rarity copy to get, and it's a much more shinier copy compared to the other version of number F0 out there in the market as well. And like I said, I just recommend picking this one up, especially since it's $1. You really can't go wrong spending the dollar just to see whether or not the price point will favor you in the long term as well. Bahamut Shark is another one of those cards that I do believe that will have future outlooks and outcomes for it to help the price point increase. As well, we have Rage of the Abyss coming out, so a lot of war support. This card is going to be very popularized in those decks as well, so just keep that in mind, as this will be most likely the highest rarity Bahamut Shark has received so far as well. So keep that in mind as we talk about high rarity and QCR being kind of given out for free these days, but still a very shiny and good looking card for a lot of people that like to collect QCRs, and especially QCRs that will make their deck look shiny as well, is going to definitely attract a lot of people here moving forward. Relinquish Anima, the card that has always been $4 and above, and as a QCR is seeing $3 under. Yeah, doesn't make any sense to me. This one should definitely see price spikes in its favor and ahead of time, maybe in the future very soon, who knows, but $2 seems very low to me. I definitely see this one going up, and I would definitely recommend picking it up as well. Wake Up Your Elemental Hero is also just a collection pickup. Nonetheless, even if it's a meta pickup, it's a collection pickup at $2. Why wouldn't you spend the money to just get this one? It's an incredible card. It looks awesome. I definitely recommend getting this one at $2. I also wanted to shout out a new sponsor for the channel, Imperium Duelists. Make sure to go check them out. They have amazing quality playmats, that being cloth playmats. They have amazing deck boxes, sleeves. They're really known for their sleeves. A lot of people buy their sleeves, not gonna lie here, but they have amazing stuff on their website. Highly recommend go checking them out. As you can see, look at the quality. It looks so nice. They do a great job with their website. I mean, it's crisp as it can be. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Buy 3 get 1 free. I mean, that's an incredible deal there. One thing I wanted to look up as well, because they have these these bags, and I actually have one of their bags here, and it looks absolutely fantastic. So make sure to go check it out. I mean, woo-wee. This looks really nice to put your Yu-Gi-Oh stuff in. I would definitely recommend. I have one myself, and I keep all my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff in there when I go to locals, when I go to the Long Island TCG show, for example. Just cons in general, this is the way to go. It's very secured in the backpack, and I feel always great carrying this around as well. So make sure to go check them out, and this is definitely a great purchase. I highly recommend, if you want a backpack to put your Yu-Gi-Oh stuff in, this is the one to get. No other backpack. I'm being absolutely serious with you, everybody. Like, it fits everything. Like, really big binders, it fits. Really good investment, I'm telling you. Now, another card I want to talk about is Yubel. Yubel is a great card. Yubel is a great deck. Yubel has been good these past few months. Why wouldn't you want to pick up a Yubel card as a QCR? This one is definitely seeing under the price point it should be at, and I highly recommend picking this one up under $2. Now, one thing we have to look at as well is asceticism of the Six Samurai. This one is getting buyouts at a very high rate and starting to increase in price as people are getting ready and rampant for the Six Samurai cards coming out in Rage of the Abyss. And a lot of people are starting to get hyped, which I've been saying it for months now. Six Samurais would get that hype. I mean, you're seeing a lot of older players that were fan favorites of this deck come out of the woodworks, and it's happening. It's very much happening. So it's no surprise that a lot of Six Sam stuff in the 6M core is going up in price, especially the older cards that are high rarity, that being ultimate rares. We can also look at just Six Samurai stuff in general and start to see price spikes all over the place. And it's just, like I said, it's no surprise with this one. Fan favorite deck back in the day, now seeing a reappearance now again, just like a Yubel deck, right? Once a fan favorite, now make a reappearance and even won Worlds. Now, can 6am do that? I don't know. Maybe it can one day with even more support, but it's getting pretty good support, and it can definitely FTK for sure, so just be aware of that as well. And it looks like a really awesome deck to play. Rogue deck, I don't know if it's completely meta, probably wouldn't be as your tier 0, tier 1 type of deck, maybe like a tier 2 type of deck, but it's going to be really awesome to see this one around in meta and locals, trying to sneak its way into first place every now and then. So we'll see what happens with this one, but it looks really awesome. I look forward to seeing what Six Samurais can bring to the table. But yes, there are price spikes starting to happen, so just be aware of that. That if you have invested early, you're seeing the price point in your favor now for a lot of these cards. If you're trying to buy in now, the price point is technically not as much in your favor as it was a few weeks ago, even months ago, but you can still buy in. Maybe you could still go up in price. Just be aware that it might not be as favorable as if you invested weeks ago. So, just always be aware of those things. That's why we cover these cards on Market Watch weeks in advance, months in advance. So if you're now seeing this and you're seeing the price point, you're like, oh, maybe I should invest. I don't know if it's the best time, but at the same time, we'll see what happens. It could always spike up even more. So depends on how good the deck is, and once it comes out, people are playing it. If it actually, starts winning a lot of things, then that will be a telling sign as well for increases in prices as well. Cross-eyed Designator is going up in price as well. Just want to point this out to everybody. Yes, we're seeing price points close to $50 at this point as we have price spikes going crazy. So just be aware of that, everybody. Yes, pretty much buyouts all the way through into today, yesterday, and just into early weeks that we've been seeing buyouts for this card. So just be aware the QCR is starting to go down. Low listings, 18 listings, that is here as well. So just things to keep in mind as well. Divine Dragon Eye Felground, we talk about older formats making a reappearance. Yes, this one's going on price. Look at the listings. 9 listings on the Ghost Rare, 8 listings on the Ultimate Rare, 4 listings on the Megaton Secret Rare, and yes, 3 listings on its original printing as well. So all low listings for every version of this card. So just be aware this one's going up. Better time to actually invest in it now. That's, pretty much, I would say, at a steady price point, even though there's low listings, because we can still see this card increase in price even further down the stretch. Number 11, Big Eye. Again, we talked about older formats, and this one being a really good card as well. We can still see this card going up in price even further as we're starting to see even the Battles Legend Light Revenge card going up in price. A very accessible card from a lot of these packs. Now starting to see price points increase for its favor. And just to touch upon Gamer's Choice, Rage of the Abyss pre-sales, just be aware there's a lot of things getting sold out here. And no surprise that people are really loving what they're seeing in this one. We've talked about it in the past. We also have deck cores being bought out. And, I did talk about the Six Samurai deck core a few times, and now it is definitely out of stock here. So just be aware of that. There's very low listings on Asmina stuff. I mean, people are gearing up and getting ready for Asmina to be very, very good as well. So, there's a lot of things to talk about in terms of, Rage of the Abyss, the pre-sales. But here's what I'll tell you: I would wait on the pre-sale just a little bit before investing, because again, there are high price points right now. I do see some of these cards coming down in price, and especially like Molchari, for example, I could see that one being at 120. Can you buy at 150 and see a price point increase? Sure, you can always see this. But well, this is going to be one of those cards that can reach $200, and I wouldn't be surprised about it. But just be aware that yes, it could come down. I would wait. I wouldn't truly invest in it immediately, because I do see 120 in its future. But then again, we're seeing 120 as I'm talking about it, and 150. The $30 price difference, really, if you're gonna, complain too much about it, I would just spend the 150 and not wait. Obviously, if you're a budget player and you want to wait, then I get it. That's why you watch these types of videos. But I give you my best advice. Now, I'm no financial advisor. I always tell you that one, but I just give you my best advice of what I think the market will hold these cards at. I think this price point of the Six Samurai QCR card was amazing. Some of these Mermail cards were on the cheaper end of things, and I was super surprised about that, especially with Mermail cards being bought out in earlier Market Watch that we've been covering, with just the ultimate rares and the super rares going up in price. And I was just surprised a lot of the Mermail cards and Water cards in this one being such low prices. But I think we're starting to see escalation in prices as well, so just be aware of that as well. But yeah, a lot of good things in the pre-sale, a lot of things that you should be probably holding off on as well. But don't be surprised that we start seeing increases, especially in the booster box as well. Right now, I believe seal value for that booster box for Rage of the Abyss is about $80. And I expect it to be even higher as we, look towards the future, as well as, again, there's going to be a lot of cards in this one that's going to be future impactful for a lot of current and future decks as well. And just a set that's just going to have a lot of impactful cards like your Dominus Impulse, your Fuelios, the Lacrima card in this one, Asmina, Six Sams, Mermail, you name it, this one has it. So just be aware of all these things moving forward as you're trying to invest in a lot of cards and just Rage of the Abyss in general. So we'll have a lot to talk about with this set as well in the coming days. But for now, this is about it for Market Watch. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. From your truly Sparkman, please subscribe and comment, and peace out, YouTube.